Trump escalates trade pressure. India faces steep 50% tariffs amid global realignment. Authorized today by executive order, U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed a 50% reciprocal tariff on Indian imports, a sharp escalation from the initially announced 25% rate. The move, set to take effect in 21 days, is positioned as a response to India's ongoing purchase of Russian oil and military equipment, which the U.S. government argues undermines its geopolitical objectives tied to Ukraine. The tariff rate now sets India apart, surpassing both the U.S. baseline and China's 30% rate. This trade action comes on the heels of months of tense negotiations. In early April, India had initially been hit with a 27% reciprocal tariff, later delayed pending talks. As summits progressed, India made gestures, such as lowering tariffs on U.S. imports like motorcycles and whiskey, and pledging increased energy and defense buys, to secure a broader deal targeting $500 billion in bilateral trade by 2030. Despite these overtures, as of late July, no deal was finalized. India's global trade analysts warn that the sweeping tariffs may affect as much as 87% of its exports to the U.S., estimated at $66 billion annually, especially in sectors like pharmaceuticals, auto parts, pearls, mineral fuels, and jewelry. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, maintains its GDP growth forecast at 6.5% for fiscal year 2025-26 despite the uncertainty. U.S.-India exports had reached approximately $78.4 billion in the first half of 2025. Trump also labeled India's economy as dead, criticizing New Delhi's trade relationship with Russia and its role in the BRICS alliance. Indian officials have condemned the new tariffs as unfair and unjustified, arguing that their energy decisions are market-driven and crucial for national security. Major U.S. corporations remain engaged with India amid the tension. Apple, which increased its reliance on India-based iPhone production, reaffirmed a $100 billion investment into U.S. manufacturing over the coming years, part of Trump's push to reshore operations. Regulatory exemptions have helped shield Apple's supply chain for now, even as export rules tighten for other Indian goods. Analysts see these trade actions as part of a broader pattern of economic coercion, leveraging tariffs to exert geopolitical pressure. The U.S.-China trade conflict continues to mirror similar dynamics, with multi-layered tariff regimes and executive orders reshaping global commerce and strategic alignment. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and U.S. President Trump had reaffirmed economic ties during White House talks in February 2025. Yet, mutual distrust over trade access, energy policy, and strategic allegiances now threatens to derail their shared $500 billion trade ambition. Indian political commentators caution that this tariff dispute could unravel 25 years of U.S.-India diplomatic progress. What comes next? Will India retaliate through WTO channels or unilateral tariffs? Can new U.S. trade legislation, such as the Trade Review Act of 2025, which limits executive tariff authority, shift internal dynamics? How will Indian exporters pivot supply chains amid uncertainty? Will U.S. corporations expand investments domestically in response to reshoring incentives? Stay tuned as we do all the details for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking stories like this.